In this video, we're going to learn what JavaScript is, where it runs, and how you can start writing JavaScript code today using your browser or a code editor. Whether you're just starting out or want a refresher, this is going to set a solid foundation. Now, first I want to describe what exactly JavaScript is. It's a programming language used to add interactivity to websites. It runs in the browser alongside HTML and CSS. You can think of HTML as the structure for a website, and CSS as the styles or the visual impression of a website, and JavaScript is going to add that interactivity. JavaScript can do all sorts of things, from buttons that do something when clicked, form validation, sliders, loading content dynamically, and while it was meant for the web originally, it now also runs on servers with Node.js, and you can now build full-fledged mobile apps, games, and all sorts of projects. I have a little visual example of how JavaScript runs, and we can see it here in the browser. For starters, I got this just HTML, just basic HTML with welcome to JavaScript and a little button. And when you click on this, click the button below, nothing happens. Now with JavaScript, if we click that same button, you're going to see some text that appears underneath, and that's going to be that power of JavaScript, where you're going to see interactivity without having to wait for data to get returned from a server or somewhere. And so that's going to be JavaScript. And here in Chrome, it's going to be using JavaScript v8, and then on a server it's going to use Node.js, where you can run JavaScript outside the browser. Perfect. Now, to get started, we have this little blank canvas here, and we're going to open up Chrome DevTools to start using some JavaScript. And so to do that, you can select Command Option J, and there's also, if you're using a Windows device, it should be Control Shift or Command Shift J for Windows. I will also have a link to a article from Google Chrome where they actually go into all the sorts of ways you can open up the console. You also can right click and inspect the page to go to the console. Now here in the console, we can go ahead and write some of our first JavaScript, and to do that we can go ahead and say console.log and then say hello world, and then we can hit enter and we'll see that display in the console. So what we did here is we have console that we're referring to here. It has a function or a method, more specifically, of log, and think of a method as an action that we can do, and we want to log or record this in the console, this hello world, this text or string. And that's what we're doing here. When we hit enter, that's where that shows up. This is going to be helpful using the console for testing and also learning purposes as we're starting to get more comfortable with using JavaScript. The other way that you can use JavaScript is through something like Visual Studio Code, and we're gonna do another example with that. So in Visual Studio Code, I've created a file, index.html, and we're gonna add some JavaScript to this file. So first I want to mention, I'm using live server. So if you want to see live updates in the browser, you can go ahead and under extensions here, search for live server and add that to your project, and then you can start viewing your updates. Now with this index.html file, we can go ahead and add some boilerplate, and that's just shift !tab, and then we're going to go ahead and add some scripts within the body here. And within the scripts, we can go ahead and do the same thing. We can say console.log, and we can say hello world again. And if we save this, we should see, if we refresh, we'll see hello world again in the browser. And so that's another way. Not only can you do the console from the browser and just write some JavaScript, you also can do it in files or projects between script tags, and those are going to be added within the body at the bottom. Generally, you're going to wait till everything loads for the page, or the HTML loads for the page, and then you can run some from JavaScript afterwards in scripts. The other thing you can do is move this to an external file. So we can go ahead instead, we can say we want to give it a source, and we can say it's going to be script.js, this external file. So we're using the source attribute. We have to create the file, so script.js. And then in script.js, we can say the same thing, console.log hello world again. And we can save that, add a semicolon. And then if we go back, you will see that shows up in the browser. And it's coming from this script.js. So we've done, another way. We've written between the script tags within a HTML file. We've also, moved JavaScript over to its own file of script.js and put the JavaScript there, and then just referenced it with the source attribute. And generally, that's going to be the recommended way of doing it. You're going to want to move your JavaScript to an external file, which is what we've done here. So overall, that's just a quick overview of, we learned what JavaScript is. We learned where it runs in the browser and also on a server through Node.js. And we also learned how to write some basic JavaScript. So thank you so much for watching. In future videos, we're going to dive deeper into this, but appreciate your time and hope you have a great rest of your day.